Hey, it's Brigitte, and this is a rare, completely serious video from me. Kind of a public service announcement. So you probably saw not long ago in the news, this guy named David Nabhan, probably pronouncing his name wrong, predicted a major earthquake for this summer. Specifically on July 12th, 2014 and or September 9th, 2014. Now his predictions are based on his own personal scientific theory about predicting earthquakes, and it has to do with the phases of the moon and the gravitational pull, and a lot of scientists say that you can't predict earthquakes and he's crazy. But anyway, he predicted it for July 12th is the first one, which is coming up really soon. Now, I am not trying to scaremonger you. The big one in LA may never happen in our lifetimes. I surely hope that it doesn't. But I do like science, and I like being practical. So let's be practical scientists together here. Seismologists, really smart people that just study earthquakes all the time, say that we're very overdue for a big earthquake in Southern California and that we're really probably going to have one in the next 30 years. This questionable scientist guy says that it's going to happen July 12th and or September 9th. The people that aren't worried about it happening are nobody. Pretty much the only people that aren't worried about this happening are the people that have chosen to just not think about it, which is not a good plan. Add to that fact that scientists just announced that the big one in LA really could be worse than ever previously before thought. I'll put a little link about that study for you to click on later. So add that in and it's kind of really serious. So sometimes we all just need an extra nudge to go out and do something. To go buy the earthquake supplies, to write down the information, to get prepared. This is your nudge. If you felt like you were gonna get a special feeling before something bad happened, this is the feeling, okay? This is the feeling. And if you don't live near an earthquake fault center, please still get prepared. That volcano in Yellowstone could randomly go off, or there could be a hurricane where you live, or God forbid an act of terrorism. You just don't know, and you really should just have a few things on hand. Most of us have been really lucky and sheltered from anything bad actually happening, so it's easy to feel disconnected from it when you see it on the news or whatever. But the truth is that stuff like this can happen really fast, and then all of a sudden it's too late to get prepared. Okay, now I'm gonna just tell you some facts. No exaggeration, because I do want to scare you a little bit so that you go out and do this week, preferably before the 12th, just in case that guy is right. I know a lot of people wrongly think that because LA has all these earthquake codes that it's gonna be basically okay still if we have a big earthquake. It's not going to be basically okay. After a really big earthquake in LA, some buildings are going to collapse, some bridges are going to collapse, thousands of people are going to die from the earthquake, and then, within 15 or 20 minutes of the earthquake, because of all the broken gas lines, hundreds of fires are going to be burning across LA, which will turn into hundreds of thousands of homes burning. Just as many people are going to die from the fires as the earthquake. There will be no cell phone service or landline service. No power, no running water, the roads will all be impassable. If something went wrong at your place, even if you could get a hold of the firemen or paramedics, they're not going to be able to get to you, and there would be literally a million other people that needed help on the way to you, so it's just not going to happen for like weeks. You can try to walk to a hospital, but there's not going to be enough hospital beds or doctors to go around. I'm not even exaggerating or being doomsday here at all. These are the numbers and facts that the government gave, and they've admitted that they were being conservative. Okay, if I've sufficiently freaked you out, here's what you need to have in your house. I don't have it all yet. I only have some of it. This has been good for me too because I know what I need to go buy. 1 gallon of water per person per day. This is like one of the most important things, and extra for pets. Non-perishable food that you don't need heat to prepare, so like canned stuff, and a can opener, that's key. A flashlight with extra batteries, or they sell these hand crank flashlights. They're like a radio and a flashlight, and wait, is it working? See? Yeah, this is gonna be me after the disaster. A basic first aid kit with like Neosporin and bandages in there. And if you have a baby or kids, that's me. The idea of being in a disaster is extra scary. Make sure you have formula if they're on that, extra water for them, diapers, diaper rash cream. Little things can become big things with them so quickly, so you have an extra responsibility to be prepared for them. Heavy duty work gloves for moving stuff around. Everything's gonna be all broken glass and metal and stuff. Contact information for your family and friends written down. I don't know if you're like me, but I don't know anybody's phone number by heart anymore. I'm still reliant on my phone. After a big earthquake, the pay phones are gonna be the first working phones. I'll give you a link in the blog too about there's maps to find where the closest pay phones are to you now. And put a bunch of quarters in your earthquake kit too so that you can use a pay phone once you find one. Also print out maps of your areas. I could not get anywhere in LA without my GPS, and I won't have my GPS. Cash, because ATMs and credit card machines are not gonna be working for a long time. Toilet paper and trash bags. so that things don't get really nasty really quickly. Also, duct tape and pliers are going to be your new best friends. Did you know that more than 90% of rescues after a natural disaster in the USA happen by other civilians? That's not because civilians are like butting ahead of the professional rescuers. It's because they're the only ones there to do it. Print out a basic first aid thing from the internet. You don't have to be in the movies like where you know exactly what to do and you just do it when someone's in trouble. You can still totally save someone's life even if you're like flipping through an internet how to save someone's life guide while you do it. I'm putting as much stuff as I can with some small water bottles in a backpack that I could grab really quickly if my house is on fire, and then the bigger, heavier stuff in a plastic bin nearby if I have more time. Also, please keep some sturdy shoes next to or under your bed. If it happens at night, there's gonna be broken glass everywhere. It would really suck for you to survive a big one and then step on a piece of broken glass, not be able to get medical attention for weeks and like lose your leg because of it or something. And just print out as much useful information as you can from the internet and put it in the kit. You don't have to learn all this stuff. It takes too much time. I'll put some links in the blog for you, but basic first aid, CPR, how to sanitize water with bleach and put some bleach in your kit, information about how to shut off your gas and water and power so that your house doesn't burn down. It's so easy to just click and print out all this stuff now, and it might save your life later. So please do that really soon, and if you never use it, you never use it, and that's great, right? Maybe I'm being a worrier. I just don't want you to get murder-related in an earthquake. Make your kit. Bye.